Alrighty, guys, this is part two. I'll talk probably for a good 30 minutes, and I'll shut this camera off here, and I'll upload the video, take my shower, go for my nice 30-minute walk, get my smokes, and I'll enjoy the video with you guys. So Peter will help me make the calls for the main things. Peter will be my executive producer of the movie. He'll be given full power for the. So I'll give Peter the keys to the kingdom for my movie. He has full power, full control. The only people he answers to are me and VJ, obviously. I'm giving him full power. Because Peter Jackson, for all his movies, he was the boss. For Lord of the Rings, he was the boss. For King Kong, he was the boss. For The Hobbit, he was the boss. Peter Jackson's used to being the boss of all his movies. That's why Peter will tell me, if you want me to direct a movie, you better give me full power. Yeah, I'll give you full power. Give him executive producing power. Obviously, you give him directing power. And he's also my co-writer. And Peter will help me sign the contracts. As an executive producer, it's good for Peter to know how much you're paying how much all the stars are making, how much the crewmen are making. That way he knows. It's good for him to know as an executive producer, obviously, to know how much they're making, obviously. It's good for him to co-write the script with you. That way he knows the story inside and out. Obviously. And you need to hire an assistant director to help him out. Ask him who's the best assistant director to help you. That way he's not stressed out. The assistant directors are there to take the stress off the director. They're there to assist the director with her directing. So if you have Guillermo del Toro help out Peter, Peter will not be as stressed out. And I'll have my two sort of roles help him out a little bit too. And you also have your first unit director team and your second unit director team who are going to help all the directors with directing. So Peter has help. He has an assistant director, my two script developers who are going to help him out a little bit, just a little bit. And you also have the first unit director team, the second unit director team who are going to help out Peter with directing the scenes. You have the stuntmen help Peter with the action sequences. So you get a better war, a better battle sequence. Yeah, you have him help out Peter with the action sequence. Yeah, that way he has help, obviously. I'm going to tell the stuntmen, look, man, I want you guys helping out the first unit director team, the second unit director team, and Peter and Guillermo del Toro with the action sequences in the movie. That way you get good action sequences in the movie. Because directors are not really the best guys to direct action. That's why you hire stuntmen to help them out with the action sequences. I'm saying that way you get a better movie. Obviously. Yeah, Peter will what? Will make all those calls, obviously. And his wife, I'll hire his wife Fran and Barry Osborne, and I'll have them assist my 17 with business calls. Will be my assistant producers, and I'll have Guillermo del Toro help out my 17 too with the business calls. That's a good deal for them, obviously. Have him help him out. Fran, I'll sign her to a 1 million deal. That's a good deal for her. I'm not going any higher, which is like, I don't know, $3 million in New Zealand money. That's a good deal for her. I think Barry Osborne lives in New Zealand, so we signed an $850,000 deal, which is like 2 point something million in New Zealand money. He signed massive contracts. A good paycheck for assistant producer. And Guillermo del Toro, I'll sign him to like a $2.8 million deal with base salary. That's a good deal for him, Guillermo del Toro. And I'll give him $5.5 million of the profits. Guillermo del Toro. Or you can give him six because he's pretty big. You can give Guillermo del Toro $6 million of the profits if you want. Sign him to a flat deal, $6 million of profits. If you sign like an $8.8 million deal, it's a good paycheck for assistant director. It's a good paycheck for him, obviously. That's probably how much he makes in Hollywood about there, right? 5-6 million he makes on average. So what? Pay Guillermo del Toro a smaller base, but give him a nice royalty amount, like a $6 million royalty amount. Yeah, I'll give you $6 million in royalties, Guillermo del Toro, and I'll pay you like $2.8 million in your base salary. That's a good deal for you. If he wants like 10, I'm like, Guillermo del Toro, I'm not going to pay you $10 million as this director. You rip me off. I'm not going to pay that. If I do, you're going to be affecting my budget. I have to pay my stars, but you're affecting my budget. No. 2 point Sign him, give him like a $600,000 signing bonus. That's a good paycheck for him. With 3 years of pre-production, that's a good paycheck for Guillermo. It's a couple hundred grand in his bank. And you pay him his $2 million base at start production. And you give him a $250,000 post-filming bonus. And then when the movie gets released, he gets his $6 million in royalties. That's a good deal for Guillermo del Toro as assistant director. Whereas Fran and Barry Osmond don't get shit because assistant producers don't deserve anything for them. They might try and get a piece of the royalties. I'm like, Fran, I'm not going to give you a piece of the royalties. Barry Osmond might try and get a piece of the royalties. I'm like, Barry, I'm not going to give you a piece of royalties. You're not worth it. You get your flat $850,000. That's it. And Fran gets her flat $1 million. But you get your $300 and $2,000 gift card, guys. It's a good deal. You get your perks. And Fran's sharing the money with Peter. It's the money that Peter's making. It's her money too, right? Yeah, I gave her a good deal. $1 million is a nice paycheck. That's like $3 million in New Zealand money. 2.8 million New Zealand money. That's a good deal for assistant producer. Yeah, my wife is more than happy to help. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. He might even tell me, Ivan, like, my wife is more than happy to help us write the script. I'm like, Peter, I don't need your wife helping me. I have you. I have my two scripts. That's enough. I'm not going to have something crazy where I have 6 co-writers. That's crazy. You helping me is enough. My two scriptwriters is enough. But your wife is more than happy to help you with the notes, which she most likely will. Fran, I'm like, Fran, I'm gonna tell Peter, if you want your wife to help you with the notes, let her know. Ask her, hey, honey, can you please help me out with the notes? Her and Guillermo del Toro can help you out with the notes when you go over the scenes that we wrote down that day. You know what I'm saying? To help you that way he knows, obviously. That's why 7 people is more than enough. If you have like 3 assistants helping him out, it's more than enough people. You know what I'm saying? It's more than enough people, yeah. It's more than enough people, obviously. It's more than enough people, yeah. You know what I'm saying? I told you, even though Peter will be doing dirty work, he will not be doing the kind of dirty work that his wife, Barry Osmond, Guillermo del Toro, and my 17 are going to do. Those guys are going to be doing more dirty work. Well, Guillermo del Toro and all of them won't be doing that much dirty work. My 17 are doing the real dirty work. They're just helping them out with some of the calls. Helping them out a little bit, some saying. Okay, look, man, I want you guys taking... I'm going to tell my 17, look, man, all the extra all these calls that you have to make, tell Fran all of them to take the load off you and have them help you out with the calls. Some saying. Have him help you out with the calls, obviously. But Guillermo del Toro, I'll only have him help him out with the calls in the morning. In the afternoon, he'll be with me doing the concert arts. Because he's your assistant director. He needs to know your movie inside and out. In the afternoon, he'll do the concert arts with me and Pierre and all them. Whereas in the morning, he'll be helping out my 17 with the business calls. And so Guillermo del Toro will be my assistant producer. And my assistant director as well as my assistant producer for the movie. Have him help out your 17 with the calls. Give him a good deal like that, obviously. And Peter will help me. Co-writing a script is a lot of work. Co-writing a 400-page script is dirty work, man. But it's not as bad as doing all these business calls all day long, 5 days a week, right? It's not as bad as that, obviously. But co-writing the script will be fun because what you look. This is an amazing story. Me, Peter, and my two scriptwriters are gonna have a blast writing that script, man. Because like, Ivan, I'm having such a fun time writing your script. This is fun. Because the doc team's filming us. The doc team's filming all this. Yeah, we're filming on top of the world. Yeah, Peter will have a blast writing the script, obviously. Ivan, how long will your script be? My script will probably be 400 pages, man. 400, 430 pages, maybe. 380 pages, 400 pages, 420 pages. A long script. Perhaps 450 pages is looking at a long movie, man. For the 3 volumes combined, obviously. For each volume, you're probably looking at maybe a 150 page script for each volume. 140-page script, maybe, for volume 1, 160 for volume 2, and maybe like 180 for volume 3. Something crazy like that, yeah. Yeah, long script, yeah. Moto Peter, when we write the script, we need to divide the volumes. We need to separate the volumes. So once we finish writing volume 1, that we now what once volume 1 is finished, yeah. Once volume 1 is finished, that is a separate file. Once volume 2 is finished, that is a separate file. Once volume 3 is finished, that's a separate file. one story, but it's divided into 3 separate volumes, obviously, like Lord of the Rings. Some saying, obviously. And Peter will help make the calls for the main things. The only thing I won't have Peter make the call for is the sets. Have Jon Favreau and Dave Filoni or Ryan Coogler, Ryan Johnson, Peter Rice, James Gunn, Zack Snyder, whoever I hire. Have the Ryan Johnson, whoever I hire, have those guys handle the what? Handle the sets, the stuff for the sets, obviously. There's a good chance I might perhaps hire Peter Rice, maybe. Maybe Peter Rice and Jon Favreau, Peter Rice and maybe Ryan Coogler, Peter Rice and maybe Ryan Johnson, Peter Rice and maybe James Gunn. That's a good duel. Peter Rice is a business guy. James Gunn's a creative guy. Hire Peter Rice and James Gunn instead of Jon Favreau and We'll see what happens, obviously. But the only thing that worries me about Peter Rice is his age. I want to hire guys who are younger, who are young. Guys who are like 50 in their 50s or like late 40s. Those guys are like Ryan Coogler is young. Ryan Johnson's young. Those guys are all young guys. You see what I'm saying? Whereas what? Peter Rice, I believe, I don't know, he's in his late 50s or something like that. I don't know. He's a good candidate, too. The guy who got fired by Bob Chapek, Peter Rice is a good candidate for my company, obviously. Have him be the CEO of your company. Peter Rice. I heard good things about him on John Campion's show and Rob May Burnett's show, yeah. Midnight Edge, yeah. Peter Rice, I don't know how much he's worth, but I'm willing to pay him a lot of money. I'll sign him to a nice deal. Have him work for your company. I'll be the boss of your company, yeah. Send in your resumes, guys. You have to send in your resumes. Yeah. Yeah, so Peter will help make the call for the red carpet event and the hotel party at the Burgeon's Ark Hotel. And so it's not, you're renting this hotel? I'm like, yeah, Peter, holy shit, Ivan, that's a nice hotel. Hollywood doesn't do this. You can get a beautiful hotel, Ivan. That's a luxury hotel. I'm like, yeah, Peter, Ivan, that's nice. You're spoiling the cast and crew. Oh, I'm like, yeah, Peter. You're going to do your red carpet at the hotel? I'm like, yeah, Peter, the hotel. He's like, holy shit, that's unique. You know, that's cool. You're doing the hotel at the red carpet. You're doing the red carpet at the hotel. I'm saying, he's like, yeah, but yeah, Peter. My deal is $10.1 million for the deal. I want a 2-day party, all you can drink alcohol, buffet, DJs, barricades, red carpet, billboards. You have to hire 14 photographers to take pictures of my 3 photographers. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. And my deal is $10.1 million for the deal. And Peter will, yeah, I'm more than happy to help you with that. And he helps me make the call for that. Obviously. Whereas VJ, I'll have her call. VJ will, for Amazon, for the Amazon deal, I'll have VJ make the call to Amazon. That's the first thing we have to do right away. I'm like, hey, VJ, while I'm in that room writing co-writing the script with Peter, I want you what? While I'm in that room co-writing the script with, while I'm in that room co-writing the script with Peter and all them, I want you to be in the office. I want you calling Amazon, the Amazon front office, and we need to call Amazon right away and sign that deal. We need a distributor. Unless you want to release it online, I'm gonna have this talk with Peter. Peter, you think it's better if I release Zayas online, like Netflix? People pay online and just watch, obviously, but I do not sell merch. Or do you think it's better if I sign with Amazon, release it on 4K Blu-ray, and I sell merch? You fucking kidding me? Release it on 4K Blu-ray. 4K Blu-ray is much better than 1080p online streaming, Ivan. Online streaming is very unprofessional. I don't like online streaming. Yeah, online streaming is very unprofessional. And I will not be able to sell merch. So I'm saying, to sell merch, I need a distributor for that. I'm not gonna build my own warehouses for fucking just a couple posters and mugs. It's a waste of money. You need to sign with a company that already has the resources to create all your merch and sell your merch and ship your merch and create all your 4K Blu-ray discs and your box set and ship all your 4K Blu-ray movies. And Amazon's a company who can do that, obviously. That's why I'm going to sign with Amazon, obviously. People say, oh, Ivan, trust me, 4K Blu-ray is much better than online streaming. 4K Blu-ray is nice. You get to own a nice box set for yourself. You get to get your nice merch. It's much better quality than 1080p online streaming, Ivan. You know, and I end up choosing to sign with Amazon. Yeah, B doesn't have to make the call to Amazon. And we're going to fly in Jeff Bezos. I don't know if Jeff Bezos will be in the meeting, but chances are he'll be in the meeting. It's a big deal. Fly him and his CEO boys, and we sign that contract. My deal is 72%, 28% for the deal. For the movie. For the merch and the movie. Okay, we take 72% of the profits. Obviously, you take 28% of the profits. You know what I'm saying? For the box office, 4K Blu-ray movie and the merch. We take 72%, you take 28%. That's a fair deal. It's a deal, Ivan. Yeah. And after I sign a deal with the CEOs. Obviously, I will party it up with Jeff Bezos and CEOs. Party up my condo. Because the first thing I'm gonna have to do is make the call to Amazon right away. I'm gonna have to make the call to Amazon because you knew, okay, people are like, yeah, Ivan, you're gonna have to make the call to Amazon right away. You're gonna need a distributor, Ivan. We call Amazon. We sign that deal with Amazon, obviously. 7228 is my deal for the deal. No hidden fees. You don't charge us for the payments. You get your flat 20, and I get my flat 72%. That's the deal. If I find out they charge me some bullshit $1 fee, I'm gonna take them to court, man, and I'll end up winning the case because you breached the deal. No hidden fees. You don't charge us for the payments. You get your flat 20, and I get my flat 72%. It's a fair deal. You're gonna make your 20, 18 plus billion. Amazon's gonna make their what? Their 17 plus billion bucks or something like that. 17, 20, 25, 30 billion bucks they're gonna make. It's a lot of money. This is money that companies like Disney and all those companies dream of making. If I end up making like 40 billion bucks off Zanus for the movie version, Amazon's gonna make a nice like 15 plus billion bucks, obviously. 13, 14, 15 plus billion bucks. A lot of money, man. Money that all these Hollywood companies. How much Amazon? I don't. My guess is Amazon will make somewhere between 13, 15, 17, 20, 25 billion around that they're gonna make. A lot of money. Billions they're gonna make, man. It's a fat fucking deal. Because they're greedy, they might try to ask for money. I'm like Jeff, I'm not going any higher I'm not going any lower or higher than 28%. This is a fair deal. I'm not going any higher than that, man. You're being greedy, Jeff. Let's just speaking, the deal should be 80-20. I'm giving you a nice piece of the pie. This is more than what you're making for all your shows and movies. Yeah, Ivan, you're right. We're gonna make billions off this. Yeah, you're gonna make your tens of billions off this. Your 15 plus billion bucks you're gonna make off this deal. It's a lot of money. More than what you make for all your television shows and all your movies. It's a good deal. It's a good deal, Ivan. Yeah, it's a good deal, obviously. Because guaranteed, before I talk more about the stuff, guaranteed whenever the Amazon CEOs come to my office, obviously, Peter might ask me, Peter might tell me, Ivan, what is Jeff Bezos doing here? You know, I'm like, yeah, Peter, I'm gonna sign that deal with Amazon. Oh, with Amazon? Oh, I'm like, yeah. I'm like, what's the deal? I'm like, Peter, it's none of your business. I'm not gonna tell you the deal. He already knows. Some of my videos, obviously. Ivan, are you selling it like online on Amazon Prime? I'm like, no, Peter, I'm not gonna sell on Amazon Prime. They rip me off when I can just sell on my website online. No, it's 4K Blu. Oh, 4K Blu-ray, Ivan. I'm like, that's top notch, Ivan. Like a box set. I'm like, yeah, Peter, a box set. Are you gonna sell merch too? I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna sell merch too. You know, it's in posters and mugs. Oh, Ivan, that's cool. You know, it's like L mugs. Huh? I'm like, yeah, Peter. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Can I get a piece of that? I'm like, no, Peter. You're not getting a piece of the merch. I'm already giving you $450 of product. That's enough. You're being greedy, Peter. Stop. Yeah, and then once I sign that contract with Amazon, then I'll par it up with them in my condo. You invite the CEO guys. They can par it up with your condo. Par it up with me, Peter, my 17 in my condo. We give a toast to success. To success, guys, and I give a toast to all the Amazon CEOs. And they're all happy, always, because they signed a massive deal. Yeah, they know they're going to make their billions off my movie. Yeah. Obviously. And so Peter helped make the call for the red carpet event at the Burgess Ark Hotel and the 2-day party event. It was an amazing party for that. He helped me make the calls for the 10 IMAX cameras. I'm going to rent the 10 IMAX film IMAX cameras. The way you get the more natural look like Lord of the Rings. If you get digital cameras, you're going to get the Hobbit look. I don't want to get that Hobbit look. I want to get the Lord of the Rings look, the more natural look. And that's why you rent the film IMAX cameras. And IMAX cameras are the best cameras in Hollywood. I'm going to update the cameras for focus with the lenses and sound. Updated. Yeah, we can update the cameras. Yeah, I'll update the cameras. And I'll rent the best equipment for the cameras. The drones, the gliding equipment, the camera moving stands, the best stuff in Hollywood. The Hollywood business, Hollywood industry, we can rent the best stuff in America. Get all the stuff in America for your main stuff, as America has all the best things for movies. Whereas the trailers, portable bathrooms, portable showers, portable laundry machines, kitchen equipment, food, you know, it's in the pavilion tents, chairs, and tables. That stuff, just get it all from Switzerland. Whereas all the main stuff like the clothing, the cameras, and the CGI stuff, you gotta get all that from America. America has the best stuff. Don't get it from Canada. Don't get it from New Zealand. Don't get it from Switzerland. No, get it from America. People even tell me, Ivan, yeah, get all the stuff in America. America has the best stuff. Yes, America has the best stuff. Has the best stuff for what? For movies. So I'm saying, Peter Hunt made the call for that. You know what I'm saying? Mike Peters, 10 cameras enough, Ivan. 10 cameras is more than enough. If you get 20 cameras, you're gonna end up wasting money. Yeah, I don't want to get 20 cameras and then I not use half my cameras. And you end up wasting money. No, 10 cameras is enough for the movie to film the movie. Rent a good 10 of them. That's gonna cost me like $8 million. IMAX cameras are expensive. 16,000 a week to rent with just one camera. So if you rent like one camera for 1 year, 16,000 a week. You do the math, man. It's gonna cost me millions. $7-8 million to rent 10 cameras for 1 year. And you also got to rent the equipment for the cameras. Yeah, it's a lot. It's all the best stuff. The lighting equipment, the sound equipment. Yeah, you got to rent all that, man. It's a lot of money. Because I have a big budget, I can easily afford it, obviously. Peter helped me make the calls for all the what? For all the special effects, CGI technology stuff, right? Software. So everything the special effects team uses for movies, obviously, for post production, you have to rent all that stuff. The sound mixing equipment, the VFX software, the editing software, the sound department, all that stuff for special effects. The special effects team, you have to rent all that. And I'm putting $400+ million towards CGI special effects. Because guaranteed the people are going to ask you, Ivan, how much money are you putting towards special effects? I don't know, 400 million plus? Like 400 to like $450 million. 400 to $450 like, holy shit, Ivan. You're looking at a revolutionary technology. This is much better than Avatar. Avatar, they only put like $60 million towards special effects for that. 80 million, 100 million towards that. You got a world like that. And you're putting $400+ million towards your 3 movies, Ivan? Like, yeah. You're looking at something better than Pandora Avatar. Something better than Peter Jackson's Middle Earth. Yeah. Those things amazing. People will be shocked. Ivan, you gave me an unlimited budget, man. Yeah, I gave Peter an unlimited budget to work with. 35 million towards extras, 37 million also was a cautious arm and weapons, a machine for creating the mask. I don't know, 10, 11 million towards the IMAX cameras, you for the cameras. 400 to 450 million towards special effects for world building, action sequences, and the horror of the demon wolves and bats. Yeah, it looks something amazing. It looks something amazing, yeah, man. It looks something amazing. I will shut this camera off. I'll shut this camera off here in what? In a good like 10 minutes here. I don't feel like talking for an hour and a half, guys. I'm a little tired. I'll make a good 1 hour video. I'll shut this camera off here. I'll upload it for you guys to watch, enjoy. And I'm going to take my shower, go to the store and get my smokes, and I'll come back home and enjoy the video with you guys. And after this video, I'm going to watch some more Rad Rad. Watch some more Rad Rad. Obviously. Yeah, Peter will be shocked by the technology of Zanus. Ivan, for Lord of the Rings, you only put like $90 million towards special effects for the 3 movies combined. And you're putting $400 million, so $400 to even $450 million towards specials, Ivan. That's triple the amount of money. This is more than triple the budget for special effects for my Lord of the Rings movie, Ivan. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. $30 million towards sets. With a $30 million budget towards sets, you can build like big sets, man. Like an artificial mountain, like a 1 acre mountain for the. Imagine building a 1 acre mountain. You look at something unheard of for the world building for my movie. When you apply the special effects towards that technology, it looks like amazing, man. Amazing. Well, the world looks more natural, but it looks very amazing. Like those 2 pictures I post on Twitter. An amazing world like that, yeah, man. It looks something amazing, yeah, man. It looks something amazing, yeah. Yeah. And then Peter helped make the call for what? The sewing equipment for creating all the costumes for the actors and the extras, obviously. Some of the extras, obviously. The tools for Weta Workshop to create the weapons and armor. And the renting the machines, the best machines in the business for printing all the prosthetic masks for all the demonic wolf characters, bat characters, and the extras. I'm going to have to rent a good like five machines to print a good maybe 40, 50 masks a day. And I'll have the people who are going to create the mask start working on the mask the early second year. That way you give them time to create tens of thousands of masks because you have the wolf extras who are civilians. You have the wolf army. You have to create all the masks for all those extra for all those guys too. Yeah. You also have like the 2,000 vets in the caves. Yeah, you have to create all those masks. You have to create the masks for the actors obviously as well as the extras. And to pull it off, you have to rent like 5 machines. And you have to hire a good like 50 team, 40, 50, 60 team for that. To print all those masks. Yeah. It's a lot of work. I'll put $37 million towards that budget. Obviously. So I'm gonna tell the costume designers, look, you know what I'm saying? I want you creating all the custom making all the costumes for all the actors in my movie, animals and human characters, obviously. For the main characters, make a good 2, 3, 4 costumes for them. The minor characters make a good 1, 2 costumes. And I want you to try your best to make as much costumes as you can for all the extras in my movie. Alright, we can pull off making 6,000 costumes in 2 years. Okay, make 6,000 costumes in 2 years, and the rest of the costumes I'll have my team call Top Notch Medieval Company. They just buy the costumes from that company or rent it. If they buy it, the actors can keep it. If they rent it, the actors have to return it, obviously. Make it easier for it. The costumes will only cost me a couple $1,000,000. Maybe 6, 7 $1,000,000 will cost me maybe for the costumes. It's cheaper than armored weapons. Whereas the armored weapons is going to cost me something crazy, man. It's going to cost me like $20 million, $18 million. 20 million maybe, 18 million, 17 $million. Is very expensive. Because I have a big 37 budget, I can easily afford it. Yeah, people, yeah, we can easily afford to you can have Weather Workshop create weapons and armor for all the actors who are fighting in your movie, obviously, and they can create maybe a good 7,000 8,000 armored weapons for the actors, and the rest we just call it Top Notch Company. We rent all the armored weapons, or we buy all the armored weapons, and that will cost me millions, obviously, but I can easily afford it. If you gave me such a big budget, we can easily afford all this. Yeah, the armored weapons is going to cost me a lot. It's going to cost me probably like $20 million, something crazy. That's expensive, man. 20 million, 21, $22 million, $18 million, something pricey. The clothing will probably cost you maybe $7 million, $8 million. Not that expensive compared to the costumes on weapons. Yeah, and the machines for printing the masks is going to cost me probably to rent 6 machines will probably cost me a couple $100,000. Pricey. Each machine's probably going to be a good 50, 60,000 each. It cost me a couple $100,000 in cost. Yeah, but I'm going to rent the best machines. We're printing the best prosthetic mask. Better quality than even that devil being an animal. That quality of that mask. Better quality than even that. Because I'm renting the best machines. That's why everything of them are going to be devils, man. They look more natural because they're wearing the mask, obviously. And because they're wearing the mask, obviously, the actors, you're going to get better acting from the actors. Whereas you have them with the CGI thing, they have to imagine their surroundings because you have it's full on green screen, full on blue screen. That's why I'm not a fan of full on CGI characters for Eric and all of them. You're not going to get as acting with them because they have to constantly imagine their surroundings. Whereas you have them put on the mask and act in the environment, you're going to get better acting for them. And the actors will be more scared because they're looking at those demonic masks. Whereas if you have them full CGI, the actors have to imagine what the characters look like. That's why I'm not a fan of full on CGI for Aerotech. But I want to mix the natural practical effects with the CGI effects. That way he looks very cool and amazing too. But I don't want him full on CGI. I'm going to tell Peter, I don't want Aerotech to be a full on CGI character. I'm not a fan of that. I don't want him looking like Azog in your Hobbit trilogy. No, I want him looking more natural. That dog being an animal. But he also looks very amazing because I applied hundreds of $1,000,000 towards special effects CGI. So I'm saying, Ivan, you want the balance? Yes, Peter, I want the balance. 50-50 balance. CGI and natural effect, practical effects, I'm saying. And then Peter will help me to call for what? For the food. I'm going to call the best farms in Switzerland. I'm going to buy all the food for the movie and the drinks. The soft drinks, the coffee, the French vanilla, the tea, all the food for breakfast, dinner, and dessert. Obviously, we have to rent vending machines for the drinks, obviously, for the coffee, French vanilla, tea. Peter likes tea, right? And the what? And the soft drinks. We have to rent what? We have to rent all the food we'll buy, whereas the kitchen equipment and the vending machines, we rent that stuff. So the drinks and the food we buy, obviously, whereas the vending machines and the kitchen equipment, we rent it. Okay, I need your vending machine for a good 2 years. I'm going to rent it from a top-notch company. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to rent the kitchen equipment for a top-notch company where the chefs are going to cook the food for the movie. You know what I'm saying? Or the chefs are going to cook the food for the movie, obviously. Or the chefs are going to cook the food for the movie. There. And then Peter will help me co-write the script, the 3 volumes of Zanus. He'll consult with the 17. He'll go take his notes every afternoon after the concerts. He'll do the concerts with me every afternoon. And after he does the concerts, he takes his notes in his hotel room. And he's going to help me go over the script for the second and third draft after the 3 volumes are completed. So once the 3 volumes is completed, obviously, we wrote the 3 volumes. I'll do 2 more drafts with Peter. We're going to go over the whole script 2 more times. Potential rewrites and changes in the story. Because Zanus is an amazing story, chances are I'll do very minor rewrites. We might tweak a few little things here and there. The story of PWI and Grandma told PWI, and we wrote a masterpiece. This is an amazing script. We don't need to change much. This is a good script, Ivan. Yeah, it's an amazing script, obviously. Right, and once the 3 scripts are completed, obviously, and I went over the 3 drafts, I will have my 2 script developers start printing out all the scripts. So let's say if I hire John Favreau and Dave Filoni, I'll have them be in. Okay, guys, you're gonna have to do this dirty work. You're gonna have to go in your office and you have to print out all the scripts for like the 40 plus actors. Print out a good 400-page scripts, 400-page script for all the actors, and make sure you separate the 3 volumes. You print volume 1 first, then you know what I'm saying. So if you're not Dave Filoni, print out the scripts. John Favreau staples the scripts and he puts it in an envelope, obviously. But you separate the three volumes. So when you print volume 1 first, you staple that, that's volume 1. Then you print volume 2, you staple that, that's volume 2. You print volume 3, you staple that, that's volume 3. And you put it in an envelope, obviously, and that's one script for one actor. And do the same thing for all the other 39 plus actors. It's a lot of work. It's dirty work, obviously. I don't pay John Favreau only millions for nothing. I expect him to work hard for me. Or Peter Rice or whoever I hire, right? I don't pay you a lot of money to slack off. I expect you to work hard. See what I'm saying? Yeah. And the second year, I'll be flying in the stars. And Peter will help me sign all the actors and all the stars, obviously. And once I sign all the stars, I'll take him on nice dinner. And I'll pirate up my $300 million condo. And I'm going to like, cheers, guys, to success. We're going to be famous movie stars. Welcome to the Zanus family. You're going to experience this horror with me and my wife. You know, so we're going to be famous movie stars. Cheers, guys. Cheers. We give a toast. I know what I'm saying. Yeah, I have a cigar with the actors. I'm saying I might get a cigar and yeah, we give a toast to the future. Yeah, that's why Zanus was the best story we told the most. Bet you, man. Look at an amazing movie. It'll even top over the Rings, guys. It'll be very close, but I think we'll top over the Rings. Look at an amazing movie. Anyways, if this video, I'm gonna shut this camera off, take my shower, upload this video, and I'll go so get my beer, get my smokes, and enjoy the video with you guys. I'm signing out. Peace.